We're going to talk about how to activate your feminine energy so you can attract a high quality husband faster. And no, I'm not talking about going up to every single guy that you meet and asking them, do you want to get married? Do you want to get married? Do you want to get married? That is not what I'm talking about, okay? We're going to use the power of your feminine energy to attract men, to magnetize men. There are a lot of high quality men out there, a lot of amazing men that believe in love, men that want to get married, men that are looking for high value women right now. And you're not going to just ask every single one of them to come forward because you don't know, but what you can do is activate and tap into your feminine energy. And when you do that, men will end up putting their hands up, will end up stepping up for you. They will bring themselves out. They will make themselves known and say like, pick me, right? They will stand up themselves. So you don't have to go out there looking and chasing and searching and putting all this effort in. That is the beautiful thing about your feminine energy. It does that work for you really, really well. So I'm going to go deeper into how to do that in this video. So first of all, if you don't know who I am, my name is Wang. I'm a dating and relationship coach. I help women attract and keep high value, high quality men and have their dream relationship. Let's talk about activating your feminine energy so you can attract a high value husband. What is the feminine energy? I want to cover this in case you don't know what I'm talking about at all. So the feminine energy is your most natural state of being. When you're just relaxing and you're just being yourself, you're just hanging out with your friends and you're laughing and you're just enjoying yourself in the present moment, in the moment. That is you being in your feminine energy. And the feminine energy is the polar opposite of the masculine energy, and those two elements contrast each other and complement each other. So that is why when you're around a masculine energy man, it feels very different than when you're with your girlfriends, right? The energy, there is just some spark in the air. The feeling is different. And you may notice when you're not aware of it, when you're around a masculine energy man, you can feel a little bit giddy, a little bit like more girly, right? Like a little kid sometimes. And it's very different than when you're with your friends or with your colleagues or at work, right? It's very, very different. So instead of being put in that state unconsciously, we want to do this deliberately. We want to tap into this deliberately because when you're tapped into your feminine energy, you trigger a man to be in his masculine energy, which then makes him want to step up and provide and chase you and claim you, okay? And that's what we want because it's very fun to be chased and sought after by a high quality man, okay? So how does it work? How are we going to do this? So one of the first things I want to talk about, first of all, is that whenever we think about getting a man or getting a husband, the energy behind that is often this mindset of I need to get something. I need to get his attention. Okay, how do I get his attention? How do I make sure he knows me? Like, how do I attract him? As in, how do I get him over here? And get energy is really you leaning in. So notice when you talk about men, like, I don't know, how do I get him interested? Okay, how do I make him notice me? Okay, there is your body is probably leaning in. And that is the opposite of the feminine energy when you're in get energy. What you want to do is you want to deliberately lean back. Physically lean your body back to feel how it feels to be in your feminine energy, right? The feminine energy is much more chill, much more relaxed, much more go with the flow. It's not in a rush. It's not in a hurry. It's just happy to just be. Okay, that is the state. That is the emotional state you want to embody and get used to practicing how that feels in your body versus when you're in get energy, when you're in chase mode. All right. So when you're grounded in your feminine energy actually lives from your stomach to your butt, right? It's actually in your core, in your stomach area, in your belly button. When you are, up here in your head, that's probably when you're going to be leaning in, because you're going to be thinking about strategies. How do I get him to notice me? Okay, what do I do? What do I say? That is going into strategy. But when you drop into your belly button, into your core, into your stomach, there is a sense of relaxing there, a sense of slowing down, right? In sense of, I don't need a strategy, so to speak. Okay, there is a centeredness, okay? A groundedness down here that kind of calms everything up here, okay? So that is sort of important to know. And here's the thing, your self-concept, you are enough, also lives there in your stomach, right? When you feel your core, like you have this sense that you are enough. There is enough of you in the world. Like you are present, you are solid, you are enough. And men will respond to that. Men will rise up to meet you where you are if you channel that, if you tap into that, right? Because men will reflect back to you your self-concept. When you're up here, often there's a lot of negative noise. Have you noticed if you focus on your mind, what your mind tends to want to tell you, it wants to tell you mostly negative things. But when you quiet the mind, you kind of feel like you're enough. There's more of a feeling of enoughness and completeness and solidness. So that's a little bit of a quick overview of tapping into your feminine energy. So now we want to put it into practice, okay? So you're not just in your room tapping into your feminine energy and not meeting anyone and not using this in the real world. I'm going to assume you're starting from ground zero and you don't know any men. So that could be you. And if you do have men around, if you do interact with new men, then that is good too. That is fine as well. The first thing you want to do is to prep your mind. Okay, you want to prepare yourself, prepare your mindset to be open to men, to engage with men. One of the things you want to do is use mental rehearsal. So you're going to imagine yourself being in front of men, attractive men, your ideal man. Then you want to ask yourself, what would I need to think to be ready? What would I need to be feeling to be ready? What would I need to be doing to be ready? Okay, this is especially important if you're not used to doing that, if you're not used to going out there and being in front of men. So that's the first thing. The second thing is decide on a location and put it in your calendar. So if you have a date coming up already, great, you've got that sorted. If you know you have a social event coming up or a party that you're going to go to on the calendar, that's great. There's an opportunity for you to use this, for you to practice being in your feminine energy around men. But if you don't have that, then you definitely want to do a little bit of research and just find where you could go, where you could practice this. Go out and practice this, okay? And the third thing is to have some outfits planned. So you're not running around last minute trying to put together something and being frantic. We want to be prepared. So have some different outfits pre-selected. So maybe if you go to the coffee shop, you wear this outfit. There's an outfit for coffee shops. There's an outfit for going to nightclubs. There's an outfit for going to networking events. Have some outfits prepared ahead of time. Then you're going to execute. You're going to put this into practice. What I like to do is give myself plenty of time to prepare. So if the date is at 7, then I will give myself at least 2 hours to get ready. And this is where I will take my time having a shower or having a bath and doing my makeup, putting on my moisturizer, just kind of really freshening myself up and doing it slowly, maybe putting on some music in the background and just taking myself through it like kind of like a tea ceremony. and then I'll go on this date. Then I'll go out, because then when I go out, I'm going to feel relaxed. I'm going to feel refreshed. And that is all about the feminine energy. When you're feeling relaxed, when you're feeling good and you're going out, that is the vibe that people are going to get from you. When you enter the venue, that's when you want to pay attention to your body, right? The weight of your feet hitting the floor, right? Imagine your legs are like tree trunks in the ground, and feel their weight as you move forward, and really focus on your core and feeling stable there, right? Drop the tension in your shoulders and in your neck and in your jaws, and just kind of relax them and breathe into them. And then you can let your core just carry you on the date. Now, when you are there with a man, you want to practice just leaning back and being lean back and just being yourself, okay? And notice when you want to lean in. Notice when you get a little nervous and you start to ramble. Notice if you're judging men, right, in your head, judging them. Notice if you're anticipating what he's going to say or planning what you're going to say as he is talking, instead of being in the present moment. And anytime you notice yourself getting into your head and anticipating, planning things, you want to come back to your body. You want to come back to the present moment. And you want to practice doing that as much as you can, so you're staying in the present moment. And all you want to do is just allow the conversation to go wherever it'll go. Don't try to direct it. Don't try to lead it. Notice if you can't handle any silences and you want to jump in. Observe yourself and how you are, right, in any given moment on that date. And if things are coming up, then you can think about it afterwards. But during the date, you want to definitely be present with him and just see kind of how it goes. So what happens once you finish the date? Once he's no longer in front of you? Well, you still need to text him. And you still want to stay in your feminine energy while you are texting him. Texting is such an important part of dating now, so you need to know how to stay in your feminine energy while you are texting. And don't worry, I got you covered. I will show you exactly how to text in my free texting guide called 9 Feminine Texts, which you can grab in the link in my description. So you can keep his interest, keep him coming after you, keep him pursuing you, right? Okay, and that is kind of the fun of being in your feminine energy. Men will ultimately reflect back to you your self-concept. Remember I said that. And who you are being. So you want to be consistent being in your feminine energy, being present, right? Being in your natural state. The more you are in that state, the more men will step up to meet you where you are, right? He will step up. He will be inspired by you, right? He will be inspired to give to you. Right? And this is about expanding your capacity to feel love, to receive from him, to receive attention, to receive the abundance. The more capacity you have, the more he's going to give to you, the more he's going to pour into you. So that's how it works. And it's really important you want to go out there and practice this as much as you can, so you know how to tap into it, activate it, and do it on purpose. If you liked this video, please like me, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy more videos like this. If you have any questions about the feminine energy and attracting men, leave me a comment below as well, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And that is all from me this week. I'll be back with more amazing videos next week. Okay, I'll see you there.